Starbucks or something.
Oh, so we'll stop at my house. Okay.
Because it is in the area.
2:30.
Wait, where's the Writers Guild?
Beverly Hilton. So it's kind of like, it's kind of on the way. We could.
Yeah.
So 2:30 to 4 is red carpet. Right when red carpet's over, we could like pick up the meal and just go. Stop at my house, drop off the stuff, and then
just go
to the Golden Reel. Golden Reel, the reception starts at 5, and the awards is at 7. So we're fine. We're good. I just want to confirm with her that it's 5:29. I just want to confirm with her that Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ayesha and Max's Movie Minute. My name is Max Geschwind.
And I'm Ayesha.
And for tonight's episode, Ayesha, we are just a few days away now. We're about a week and a half, I want to say. Let's do the math. 1 week, I would say like 10 days out. We're exactly 10 days out from the Oscars, so I think it's time.
It's coming soon.
It's coming soon, so let's do
predictions.
We need to do our predictions.
Yes.
It's time to do those predictions. We're only a week and a half out.
And Max's Oscar prediction.
Love it. And we're going to do Best Picture, Best Director, and the 4 acting categories. This has been quite a year. I kind of want to say, like, there's been better years.
There's been better years. Yeah, definitely. I don't think it was the greatest year, but there has been a lot of great movies also.
Yeah, there's been a good variety of movies, but I just don't think...
But it's not the year where, like, every picture that was nominated was, like, great. You know?
And I remember a year where it was like that.
It was
2013.
13.
Are we talking about the year of American Hustle, Wolf of Wall Street, Dallas Buyers Club, Blue
yes,
Jasmine,
yes.
Gravity,
That was a great year.
12 Years a Slave?
Yeah.
That was a good year. And this has been a okay year, I have to say. But so let's get started. We're going to go through the major 6 categories at the Oscars and just see what we think. Let's start with Best Supporting Actress.
All right.
Viola Davis for Fences, Michelle Williams, Manchester by the Sea, Nicole Kidman, Lion. What else? Naomi Harris, Moonlight, and Octavia Spencer for Hidden Figures. This is kind of like... Viola Davis has been just walking through it in a cakewalk, obviously. Like, she won Critics' Choice, Golden Globe, SAG. Like, I think, what do you think?
I think it's going to go to her.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like you said, she's been winning every other award, so it's probably just going to build up to the Oscar, and she's going to take it home.
Did you like her in the movie?
Of
like,
course,
Viola? Okay.
Yeah. I think she was just, like, the main element that, like, made this movie so great.
Right.
Her, and she's been in the play, too, right?
Right, yeah.
So I think... her performance was amazing in this movie.
And honestly, like, she was nominated twice before for Doubt and for The Help.
Yeah.
So it's like the Academy likes her.
Definitely.
And it's like overdue for her to get an Oscar. And they're not just giving it to her. She really did a great job in Fences.
Definitely.
So
but also I have to give it to a little shout out to Naomi Harris.
Okay.
I mean, her performance in Moonlight was fantastic.
As the mom of Chiron.
I was watching an interview with her, and she said she could only film that scene for 3 days because she had a busy schedule. So that kind of like short time that she had, and just to film these like heavy scenes and emotional scenes that she did in the movie was great.
And the fact that just the 3 days of filming leads her to an Oscar nomination is just crazy. Yeah. But you don't think you think it'll be Viola?
I think Viola. But
both will and should. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think Viola Davis, this is her year with this and How to Get Away with Murder. It's really been a great year for her. A couple of years for her.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's got this in the bag, honestly.
It's all hers.
And now, because of the high likability and front-runner status of Viola Davis winning supporting actress, do you think that's going to have a domino effect into Best Actor? Let's talk.
With Denzel?
With Denzel, that's what I'm talking about. So let's go from Supporting Actress to Best Actor, where we have Denzel Washington for Fences, Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea, Ryan Gosling for La La Land, Andrew Garfield for Hacksaw Ridge, and Viggo Mortensen for Captain Fantastic. Of the 4 acting categories, this is seen as the closest one, where it's so hard.
Yeah, very.
It's either, people are saying, experts like us are saying it's going to be either Denzel Washington for Fences or Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea. Casey Affleck came right in front at the beginning, winning the Golden Globe, he just won the BAFTA the other week. He's winning from critics groups all across the country. But Denzel won the SAG a couple weeks ago.
He did.
And that says a lot. And the Academy, they don't recognize the best. They recognize the most, I feel like. And Denzel definitely gave the most showy performance. And Casey was very quiet and understated. So, Ayesha, what's your take on the best?
I don't know. I think
it's close.
It's difficult. I think Denzel should win.
Yeah.
I think he very much should win. Being off-screen and on-screen on this movie and giving the performance that he did was great. Like, it was such a wordy movie, but you never,
He gave a lot of monologues.
You never, wanted to lose your attention because Denzel, he put so much effort in it and making it his own. It's like you appreciate
the passion that he has, and it's just so much energy. And it's so funny that these are the two that it's seen as being, with Denzel Washington and Casey Affleck, because it's literally polar opposites. So, but hey, this is our Oscar prediction episode, so we have to nail you down. So, who do you think it's gonna be?
It should be Denzel, but I think it could go to Casey.
Okay.
Just because.
Could or will? I have to nail you down here, Ayesha. This is predictions.
I think it will go to Casey.
Okay.
But I think Denzel should win.
Okay. I agree with you that Denzel should win. I saw 4 out of the 5. I'll be honest, I haven't seen Hacksaw yet. You did. How did you
I've seen half of it.
You've seen half of it? Andrew's good in it so far?
Andrew's good. I can't judge it because I have
but
to see the whole
he's
movie.
not at the Denzel Casey level, though. They're just a whole other level.
But big congrats to Andrew.
That's true. First Oscar nomination, too. But I've seen 4 out of the 5. Denzel is definitely my favorite. So as far as should win, I agree with you. Denzel Washington should definitely win. Will win. I do think Denzel Washington will win. I feel like, especially after 2016, you see both of the supportings likely to go to non-white actors. And giving Best Actor to Denzel Washington on, on top of that, I just think that that's a message the Academy will want to definitely send in terms of diversity.
I hope so.
And
that'd be great.
He did win SAG, and the actors branch in the Academy is the largest branch. So if the actors are pulling for Denzel, that really speaks volumes. So yeah, it's going to be really close. Who
knows? It could be like a complete
surprise.
It's
going to be Viggo. It's going to be Viggo Mortensen for Captain Fantastic.
Yeah,
probably.
Was Viggo nominated for an Oscar maybe like 2 years ago?
Not 2 years ago. He's been nominated in the past.
Okay.
At least maybe? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
Why, you think you remember him from something?
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll have to look into that. But yeah, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that Denzel will win, even though Casey's won everything else. I think that SAG really says something and shouldn't be ignored. So we have our differences, but we shall see. Let's move on from Best Actor to Best Supporting Actor.
Okay, let's do it.
So we have Mahershala Ali for Moonlight, Dev Patel for Lion. Jeff Bridges for Hell or High Water, Michael Shannon for Nocturnal Animals, and Lucas Hedges for Manchester by the Sea. You want me to go ahead?
Yeah,
okay, I'll go ahead first. So I think this is such a tricky year for supporting actor because you had the winner of the Golden Globe not even nominated at the Oscars. But I do think it's going to go to Mahershala. Like with Viola Davis, he's had an incredible year, not just with Moonlight, Hidden Figures, House of Cards, what's the Netflix show he's on? Like Luke Cage. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
like he's in a show on Netflix. Anyway, he's just been doing so much this past year. I just think it's like they're gonna. I have a strong feeling it's gonna be Mahershala. But Dev Patel just won the BAFTA the other week, and I don't think that should be ignored either. So I think that things are looking good for Mahershala, but I feel like supporting actor is usually a category that surprises people. Last year, everyone thought Sylvester Stallone was going to win. And then they announced Mark Rylance won for Bridge of Spies. Like, no one expected that. Everyone thought it was going to be Sylvester. So I could see that happening this year, where they give it to, like, Jeff Bridges or maybe Michael Shannon. Like, I would love that. But I am going to say Mahershala, just because he won the SAG, and that was such a good speech. His acceptance speech, talking about like his religion, like being a Muslim and everything. It was very heartwarming, and people really. It was a very emotional speech too. What do you think with Best Supporting Actor?
I would have to agree with you, Mahershala Ali. Like he did win in the SAG Awards, so I hope he wins an Oscar because I think his performance was amazing. I think it will go to Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Michael Shannon, I mean.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like he can never. He's like so underrated.
Yeah.
I feel like Michael Shannon. Like he's awesome.
I know.
He's an awesome actor.
Great.
If he wins, I'll have to say, okay, let's just get into our should wins. I definitely think Michael Shannon should win. I just love him in Nocturnal Animals. I thought he was great.
But you want Mahershala Ali too. You think he will win?
I think Mahershala will win.
But you think Michael Shannon should win?
What do you think? You think Mahershala both will and should? Yeah. Oh, really? Dev Patel?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard. They were both good.
Yeah. I don't think Dev Patel. I mean, of course, he was like the big star of this movie, but half the movie was that little boy.
Right.
So
who could have also been nominated.
I think he took the,
he took like the spotlight away from him. That's what I'm trying. Yeah. He's so cute.
He is cute.
Sunny
Pawar. I can't believe he wasn't nominated.
Yeah, he could have been nominated.
He could have been. I mean, like.
He was just as good, to be honest. He was really good.
He was really
just
great.
Carrying the first half. But it's not him, it's Dev. And Mahershala was better. I guess the one thing that could ruin it for Mahershala is the fact that he was just in the first third. And you kind of like wonder where he went after like the first 30 minutes. So maybe him not being in it for like his limited screen time in the movie may end up hurting him.
You think so?
So I think so. Like if he could lose out to another, like Dev Patel, who was in it for a lot longer. But I do think that's one thing that could hurt him, just the fact that you kind of miss him in the movie and the fact that he really is just there in the beginning and kind of just disappears. But
also like in Nocturnal Animals, Michael Shannon was mainly, I think,
in like the
to
second
me,
half.
He was a main character.
Because, Michael.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he he carried the movie most of the part, like through the ending too. Like. Yeah. So, Michael Shannon, it could. Be
he could. That could be the surprise. I'm telling you, the Oscars always have like this one surprise, and I feel like that one surprise that they usually always have every year could come in this category because it just seems so splintered and so unsure, just because of the whole Aaron Taylor Johnson nonsense happening at the Globes.
God.
I know.
That was crazy.
But we made our predictions. Let's move on. Best Actress. Okay. Are you ready for this one? Emma Stone, La La Land. Jackie with Natalie Portman. Isabelle Huppert for Elle. I still need to see that one. And Meryl Streep for Florence Foster Jenkins, and Ruth Negga for Loving. Do you want to go ahead and start?
Okay, I think it will. I think who will win is probably Emma Stone, and I think who should win is Emma Stone.
Okay.
I think she gave her everything in this movie, to singing, to dancing, to tears. I think she's been winning at all these award shows. She's been sweeping the BAFTA, SAG Awards, Golden Globes. I think it's going to be hers. I think it's hers.
The momentum definitely is on her side. And they kind of always give Best Actress to, like, the young, like, up-and-comer, like
Jennifer
Lawrence in Silver Linings.
Anne Hathaway, that was supporting,
but still.
But yeah.
It's always given to, like, this young, attractive ingenue just coming up, and Emma Stone certainly fits the bill, you know what I'm saying, as, like, that young person coming up, and it's shown that the Academy does like her because they did nominate her for Birdman a couple of years ago. A lot similar to Jennifer Lawrence, because Silver Linings was her second nomination. She was nominated a couple years before for Winter's Bone. So the correlation is like crazy. It's all eyes are pointing to Emma Stone. And if what we think is true, which is that La La Land will win Best Picture, the winner of Best Picture usually gets an acting prize too. Ryan Gosling's not going to win Best Actor. The best chance it has is Emma Stone winning that acting prize. So Emma Stone may just go along for the ride with the La La Land roller coaster ride that it'll have on Oscar night and just go along for it. You know what I'm saying?
La La Land roller coaster. It's
Yeah.
just gonna be like the winner, La La Land.
La La Land, La La Land. Remember last year when it was Mad Max winning everything? Dude, we thought that was winning everything, and that was just 6. I mean, La La Land's nominated for 14, and it's probably gonna win at least 8, 9, maybe 10.
But imagine the history they would make if they won each category. That would be crazy.
That's not going to happen.
I know,
Ryan's not going to win Best Actor.
Ryan's not going to. Sorry, Ryan.
Plus, 2 of its nominations are in the same category. So even though it's nominated for 14, the most it could get is 13 because it has 2 song nominations.
Right.
But I do think Emma Stone will win. I've kept saying during awards season that, you know, there might be an opening there for Natalie Portman to get back in it because she started out as the front runner. Natalie Portman playing Jackie Kennedy, hello, everyone was on that train. But then Emma Stone came in with the Globes, and then it just caught fever, La La Land, and she just went along for the ride at all these award shows. And now Natalie Portman is just looking smaller and smaller in terms of her chances. She won the Critics' Choice, but that was like a million years ago. People kind of forgot about it. And I feel like that love really isn't there for Jackie. So I'd say one person, though, to watch out for would be Isabelle Huppert for Elle. I haven't seen the movie personally, but I feel like the Academy always loves their, like, French or just foreign actor to recognize, like Mark,
to shine on.
Exactly. Mark Rylance, like I said, won Best Supporting Actor last year, and that
could be a complete surprise. Like, we have no idea what's gonna happen.
Do you see that happening? Where like maybe that could be a shocker.
I think so. It could happen.
Isabelle Huppert, and she beat Natalie Isabelle for the Golden Globe. Remember when Leo presented it to Isabelle?
Yeah.
Just making that Leo connection so I can keep you hanging in this conversation. But
do you think Leo will present Best Actor?
Oh, it's already been announced. Okay. So don't worry, you'll see him on the stage.
Thanks, Leo. Thanks for coming to the Oscars and your busy life.
Appreciate it. But I definitely think that right now I have to say Emma Stone will win. But there's that little chance. I feel like being bold. You know, I really do feel like being bold and just saying that Isabelle will win. I'm sorry, but I just feel like doing that. I don't.
Okay.
I see the.
But you haven't seen.
I know.
The movie yet, so.
It's just the Academy. I feel like is very high.
Taking a risk.
I know. Shut up. I feel like. Yes. I'm a little crazy in this neck of the woods, but I just feel like the Academy is very highbrow. You know what I mean? Like they're very sophisticated. I mean, they see Emma Stone in this pretty mainstream movie, to be honest. It's getting to be La La Land. She's just singing and dancing. She's not transforming. She's not like, she's young. Isabelle Huppert is like the Meryl Streep of France. She's highly respected. She's never won an Oscar before, you know, here in America. You know, so she's never received attention here in America. So they may want to give it to her, Isabelle, like with Mark Rylance.
Yeah, or even Natalie Portman, like.
Well,
maybe.
As of now, I have to say that Isabelle has a better chance of winning than Natalie Portman, just because they gave it to Natalie a few years ago for Black Swan, and she's still young. Will win. Okay, fine. I'm back to not being risky. I'm gonna say
it's okay. You can put that.
Okay, I'm gonna say Emma Stone for La La Land.
Back on this. If Isabelle does win, I'll be like,
I'm gonna say Emma Stone, La La Land will win. / maybe Isabelle Huppert. I'm telling you, I just have that little feeling that they're gonna give it to her. Should win. It's a bit hard for me. Who are the other 2 nominees? Ruth Negga for and Meryl Streep. No, not either of those. I guess Emma Stone for La La Land should win. I really like Natalie Portman though, and Jackie.
You seem like you're just saying that because you don't really want to, but it's just you're forced to say
exactly.
it. Yeah.
It's just because everything else is pretty mediocre. I'm telling you, Annette Bening should have been nominated. I saw 20th Century Women. She gave such a stunning, raw performance, and she should have gotten in there, and I was so surprised she didn't. But yeah, I guess reluctantly should Emma Stone. You know what? No, Natalie Portman. Should. Okay, you know, I don't know. It's just it's like I'm choosing between adequacy. Like, you know, what do you think though? Will win, should win. You said will win, Emma Stone. What about should win? Emma Stone. Yeah, I should win. Yeah, I gotta see Elle. I feel like once I see Elle.
I gotta see Elle too. We should.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What's our next category?
Our next category is Best Director.
Okay.
So we have Damien Chazelle for La La Land, Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea, Barry Jenkins for Moonlight, Denis Villeneuve for Arrival, and Mel Gibson for Hacksaw Ridge. We saw 3 out of the 5 Best Director nominees just a week ago when we went to the writers panel. Mm-hmm. I almost tripped Kenneth Lonergan with my tripod. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
They were being so extra about it. They were acting like the Queen was about to come in the room.
They're like, Kenneth Lonergan's coming, guys.
Like, can you move your tripod? Way. Can you move your tripod? I'm like, can we calm down for a second? Thank you. Like, this is Kenneth Lonergan. Calm down. But yeah, we saw them last week. Mm-hmm. 3 out of the 5 that are nominated. So let's talk about it. What do you think will win? What do you think should win? I mean, if we think La La Land's going to win Best Picture, usually it just picks up that directing prize with it, although we haven't seen that recently. Last year, Revenant won Director, but Spotlight won Picture. Yeah. The year of Argo. Mm-hmm. Argo won Picture. Life of Pi won Director. The year of 12 Years a Slave. 12 Years a Slave won Picture. Gravity won Best Director.
So it could be a switch up.
Historically, we've been seeing it where Picture and Director go together, but 3 of the last 4 years, it's split. What do you think will happen? Do you think the frontrunner status of La La Land is just so far ahead that it's almost sure to get Best Director too with Damien?
I think so. Okay. I think that it's probably just going to be a combined award for La La Land this year. I mean, Golden Globes, Best Director, Damien, Best Picture, right?
Yeah, and the thing that wowed everyone was screenplay too.
Screenplay. Also, the Directors Guild Awards, Damien won. So I think it's going to be tied up with La La Land.
Yeah, so you think that Damien will win for La La Land?
A combo deal.
What do you think should win? Do you think Damien deserves to win?
I think so.
Yeah, but you really were a fan of Barry Jenkins for Moonlight, right?
I really
I shook his hand last week.
Yeah, that's crazy. I do want Moonlight to win Best Picture. Okay. So for Best Director, maybe Damien.
You'd rather want Picture to go to Moonlight than La La Land and have Director go to Damien? Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
Because I think Damien did a great job putting a modern musical out there. You know, he made it fun. He made it memorable. It's good. This movie will go down in history. Yeah. But also just
like The Gift.
The Gift.
I love the movie The Gift.
But how do you feel about it?
I agree with you. It's really tricky. Mm-hmm. I think obviously Damien Chazelle will win, so I agree with you for La La Land. It's just he's just been racking it all up all award season. Like the other ones, like his main competitors are considered to be Barry Jenkins for Moonlight and also Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea. But they haven't really been winning many prizes like Damien has, so he just looks like the one that's just going to be steamrolling through it. And he's young, you know, and he brings just this fresh energy, you know, and just, you see these old people win Best Director every year. Like, you see the Scorseses and the Spielbergs, these 60, 70-year-old people. It's just so cool to see, like, this. He's only 32. He was born in the 80s. I mean, and for him to win the Academy Award for Best Director is crazy. And
or even just get nominated. I mean,
true.
And he started out with Whiplash, and it's just been going up from
and much like Emma Stone and all the rest, that shows that, like, it's shown that they like him and that they respect him because he was nominated for screenplay for Whiplash a couple of years ago. And I just think that this is his moment. This is his. It's been his year. And I think Damien Chazelle will win. Now, should win, I'm just thinking through all the categories. I don't know if Moonlight or Manchester by the Sea were really directorial achievements, I have to admit. When I think of, I haven't seen Hacksaw Ridge yet, and the last one's Arrival. I did think that had great direction.
You don't think Moonlight was a...
I thought it was better with writing than directing. I thought the writing was... For instance, we're not going to be talking about screenplay, but when it comes to screenplay, I think Moonlight should win screenplay because I thought that's where it really shined. But I do have to say Damien Chazelle should win. I mean, just what I've said, just the passion, the energy, and the fresh new perspective he brought in to this genre that's decayed over time and that hasn't been revisited. The fact that he's revisited it with so much passion and love for the musical genre and has made it so popular, and it's a box office hit now. People are seeing it. People our age.
People are seeing it again and again.
I've seen it 7 times, but
4 times.
Although I have liked musicals before, but people who didn't like musicals, like I have friends that people you know, and you have friends that are seeing this movie and weren't fans of it before. So just the influence that Damien's able to have, I have to say, I think this was outstanding.
Putting a modern day musical out there, I mean, there's risk, but he's made the best out of it.
I have to say, should and will. Should and will. Yeah. Okay. All right. We have a few minutes left. Let's move on to Best Picture. All right. Let me see if I can remember all 9 off the top of my head.
There's Moonlight.
Moonlight, Manchester by the Sea, La La Land, Arrival, Hacksaw Ridge. Lion, Hidden Figures, Hell or High Water. Arrival. Did I say Arrival already?
No, you didn't.
Okay. We know the nominees anyway. Yeah. So, I mean.
So.
Do we think this is like last year with Leo winning Best Actor, like La La Land?
La La Land.
What's your perspective?
I think what will win is obviously La La Land. But
you really don't think Moonlight has a chance?
I think Moonlight should win.
Okay, but you don't think it could win? Let's put another one. Let's put could. Will, should, but could?
Arrival could win. No, but I think Moonlight should win. I think La La Land will win.
Yeah.
But if Moonlight won, I mean...
Oh, Fences, by the way. I said Arrival twice.
Right. Oh, I can't believe I forgot about Fences. But Fences was your favorite movie of the year, right?
Fences was my favorite film of the year.
And do you think Fences...
It's close, but it's my favorite. I think La La Land's like right behind.
Okay.
No, it has no chance. I'm just going to be out there. I mean, it only got 4 nominations. You can test how good of a chance a movie has by how many nominations it has because it's like a measure of how much support it has. I mean, La La Land has 14. Fences has 4. So, how
many nominations does Spotlight have?
Spotlight had, I think, like 6. Okay. But that's because it couldn't be nominated in any of those techie awards. Like, Spotlight couldn't be nominated for sound or visual effects or production design. But what were you saying again with Moonlight?
Oh, just like if Moonlight won. I mean, it started out as a small indie film and everyone started talking about it and just... I think it would be amazing if Moonlight would win.
It's been a great ride that cast has had and the crew with Barry Jenkins. I do have to say that the winner, its wins will come down to just being supporting actor and screenplay. That's really how I see it ending. I agree with you. La La Land will win. What should win? I guess Fences. I think that would send a good message. Like if you had Fences win Best Picture, that's not going to happen. But
Fences was a great movie.
It was a great film. But I definitely think Fences is a film that should win. But now that I'm thinking about it, La La Land really was a revelation of a movie and really did break the norms of
people
what...
People remember this film.
Of what people will go to see. Like you said, it'll leave a great legacy behind.
A great mark.
So I think that although I loved Fences and it probably is my favorite film of 2016, I probably do agree with my will. And I do think that it also should win La La Land.
All right.
Yeah.
La La Land.
Well, I guess you guys taking home this message, it's just the La La Land, theme to this show.
And if you haven't seen any of these movies,
go see it.
Yeah.
Go see some of them.
Some of them.
Others
Put La La
aren't.
Land first on your list.
Others aren't worth seeing. Let's be honest here. But we're about to go. It's nominated for 14.
14.
Give me a number. How many is it going to win?
Oh. I feel like...
Is it going to be a total sweep?
I think so.
Is it? So do you think it'll reach double digits? 10?
10.
Or maybe just under 10?
Maybe 10.
You're going to say 10? I'm holding you down to
10,
this.
10.
You think it's going to be 10?
Yeah.
I did the math. The most it could win is 13. It's not going to win Ryan Gosling, so that it brings it down to 12. It's nominated for 2 sound categories, so I think that'll bring it down to 11. I'm going to say 10, too, plus or minus 1. I think anywhere from 9 to 11.
All right. Should we make like a bet right now?
We'll see. I think it just closed. It's still counting down, so maybe I could say goodnight, guys.
Good night.
Have a good one.